everybody here on YouTube and welcome. We are still drafting Iconic Masters. I really like the set. It's a good set. We might actually take a green card here. I think green is pretty garbage in this format. That's what someone in the beta would say. I'm not in the beta, Luis. I'm actually not. Lotus Cobra is kind of like prime time. It's a poor man's prime time. We were just talking about prime time right before we went live on the stream. Yeah, I have no idea, DC. Like I said, I'm not in the beta, so I don't know what you guys were tasked with. I know that there are like tasks and stuff sometimes, so I have no idea. Heading home for tonight. Okay, sounds good, Fantasia. Thank you so much for stopping in. Fog Bank is good too. I mean, I honestly want to take Lotus Cobra. I know green is pretty bad in this format, but maybe Fog Bank. I do like Fog Bank. Then we also have to take, then we take a blue card and not a green card. See, like now we can take Sarah Angel. I think Sarah Angel is really good. We had a good white-blue deck yesterday. It was like, we 2-1 with it, I want to say, and it was like, not really tempo. It had an Elish Norn in it, so we kind of went big with it. It had like some card draw and a bit of like counter spells and some 2-drops.
The stream in months, but still love when I can.
Aww.
Hopefully more moving forward.
Soya Penguin, thank you so much for the 19 months. It's such a long time. I appreciate the support. Thank you for stopping in, even if you can't come in too often. Yeah, I don't think we can go wrong with Sarah. And white-blue is like a fine place to be at. Did you see how laggy my moto is? That was surprising. Because here we have a couple options that are good. We can take Dissolve, which I think is great. Repeal also. Stalwart Avon could be sweet, but potentially could take Uncommon Gutter Snipe if we wanted to try to go like blue-red, like Delver-ish. Did you like the video intro, Squirrel? I'm so happy you liked it. I'm going to show it after the end of this draft. I suspect the Vraska deck will be UB, and that's just me. We drew Mama Elsh. Yeah, I like Dissolve a lot too, Luis. I think that's what I'm gonna take. We had a couple of games where like if at any point we had drawn, the only match that we lost, I think, was if we had drawn Elish Norn, the game would have been like over immediately. Like it would have just like wiped our entire board, our opponent's entire board away. Ooh, Haunting Him is a very good card. I was very impressed with that. We had Malphagor deck the other day, yesterday, that was a bunch of ramp into, like, we had a game where we went turn 4 Haunting Him, discard your whole hand, you lose, basically. Hey, Dabu, how are you? Welcome. I'm glad you like a cartographer. Phobia? Yeah, I'm thinking about Phobia. It could be Phobia or is it Boilerworks? I don't think I really want to move into black just for Haunting Him because we already have a very good white card. I think I'm just going to take Boilerworks. Luis, I think I'm going to take Boilerworks because I have a really good white card. So if I get past more white, I will be happy to have not taken Haunting Him. And I'm going to want this land no matter what. Because now we have a couple of other options. Look, we have, I think the choice here is between Heat Ray and Survival Cache. I take Claustrophobia because I'm a bad player, so it's like a penguin. Claustrophobia is good, it's just like not as good as Boilerworks, I don't think. If we take Heat Ray, but then we kind of drop our Sarah Angel, or we could still splash Heat Ray and not venture away from our colors yet. I do like Survival Cache, but Heat Ray's just better. Windfall's so good though. I don't think Windfall's playable, and I'm gonna take Heat Ray and keep our options open, and also we could splash it if it comes down to that. Yeah, Heat Ray's very good. I feel like we smacked some opponents with Heat Ray before. It is just, like, quite good. I don't know. Now, we were passing Pillar of Flame and Claustrophobia, but I think we really want the Garrison. And now we can, like, pretty easily play all of our colors. It's like a free red source, especially if we end up being white, and it'll be a free white source if we splash white and we're blue-red. So, double Mind Crank, you say? I think this is, like, pretty easy peasy stalwart even. I think we are going to be white-blue splashing red. I don't think Frostlinks is actually very good in this format. I think at the beginning I was, like, snapping up Frostlinks all the time. And then some time went by and I was like, actually, this is kind of gross. Santa is too big for Zoe. Yeah, Soya Penguin. Which is funny, right? Because in, like, Ixalan, Water Trap Weaver is, like, insane. Like, that card is just so good. You should definitely have it as many in your deck if you're playing that kind of deck as possible. But... Lucid, how are you? Welcome, welcome. You're coming in right at the beginning of this iconic Masters draft. I agree with your evaluation of Lynx. It's just much higher power format. Yeah, so it turns out that like a 3-mana 2/2 tap your creature or ice your creature doesn't do as much as it does in like... Because all the cards in Ixalan are kind of bad, so like... I think you're drafting a lot more 2-drops and like keeping a creature iced is like much bigger deal. Much bigger game. Here we just take a Riverwheel Aerialists. That pick is easy peasy. Probably not gonna end up playing an Elusive Spellfish. Hey Fish! Welcome, welcome. Garbo? Always Garbo. This is always a Garbo stream. Fog Bank. Fog Bank. That Foul Tongue. You know, I haven't been super impressed with Foul Tongue, I'm not gonna lie. Radiant Fount and Sustainer of the Realm. Or Sustainer's pretty good. Oh, this is kind of shit. I guess the Halberdier in case we end up in red. I don't know, Gabby. Sounds like a bad idea to call Dinos bad. Yeah. Phantom Monster's a nice pickup. I really like where our deck is going, actually. It's going good places. You do love seeing that Sarah Angel. Sarah Angel is very good in this format. It's just, I mean... Is there a format that Sarah Angel's not good in? I don't know. It's kind of hard to beat 5-mana 4/4 Flyer Vigilance, right? It's just like so... That is just like the hallmark of a good card. I guess it's in a format that's like... Where like all on summons and like ice effects are like super legal. I don't know. Sarah Angel was like the OG bait for me when I first started playing. I think that's true for everybody, right? Yeah, so Sarah Angel's just always been good. Knight of the Reliquary. I don't think we're going to be picking that, though that is a very good card. Yeah, Sarah Angel. Oh, yeah, I guess I should specify in limited. You guys, the other day, I got so owned. Iona's Judgment is a sorcery. This is 5 mana for a sorcery? I was like, yeah, I guess I'll just pass my turn with Iona's Judgment, and then my opponent goes like, I play some combat track on their creature, and I'm like, I got you. Here we just take like a pretty easy amass of components. Whoa, Angelica Court. Can we do something with that? I actually think we should just take another amass. I like DC's evaluation. Would I like to draw 3 cards? Yes. I would. It sounds decent. So the real question is, do we want to take the Mnemonic Wall or just another amass of components? Did you get owned by Iona's Judgment or by RTFC? I guess I got owned by RTFC, technically. Ambusher is very good. Maybe we do take the Ambusher. How do you rate a mass versus Mnemonic Wall? I mean, I'd rather have a mass. Mnemonic Wall is very dependent on what's in your deck. Alright, how about this? Let's take Ambusher, yeah. And hope to wheel one of this, or this, yeah? Blood Baron of Viscopa. I kind of want to take this. Can we make black work? This card is good. Also, the rest of this pack is bad. There's like no good white card. We should just take Blood Baron and see if we make it work. Like, if we don't make Heat Ray work and we instead pick up like... Who dat? Crazy Rest of the 10 months. Thank you, Crazy. How are you? Whoa, I'm spamming the YouTube. I spam the make the command thing. Let me get some snakes. But thank you again, Crazy, for the 10 months. How are you? Alright, I'm gonna take Blood Baron. Angelica Chord number 2. I kinda just wanna take Seeker of the Way though. I do think I want Seeker in this deck. Also, if we get like cash monies, we'll want that. We really don't have much of a life gain theme. Yeah, I just think it's worth it because I think A, Blood Baron is very good, and B, there's like, we're not really passing on anything too good by taking a card that's not in our colors. Oh, did you add it as an intro command? So one is called intro and one is called real welcome. Oh well. Let's take Seeker. Wow, Bubbling Cauldron would have been sweet if we had taken the Angelica Chord, but we are kind of not on that boat anymore. Like, we passed it. I mean, we could take a speculative one. I think I'd rather take Moonglove, though. Welcome is a reserved word. Ah, that's why it's not working. Oh yeah, so I drafted the Bogbrew Witch deck one time. It was bad. Okay, let's do this, okay? I'm gonna take Bubbling Cauldron just because we're not really passing on anything good. And if we wield the Angelica Chord, it's gonna be sweet. Because then there's nothing in this pack that's amazing. I mean, Lightning Helix is quite good. We could take Lightning Helix, but there's also Iona's Judgment, and I would really like to make this Blood Baron happen, and I don't really want to splash 2 colors. Have you liked the Iconic Masters as a limited format? I still am not Dragon deck you play. I do like it a lot, Dabu. I lost the dinner to that stupid deck. Yes, you did. Alright, sure, let's take Helix. So with Helix, we're a lot more likely to want to play red than black, but we'll see where we end up. It could take Shimmering Grotto. It's not very good. There's no white card for us, and there's like no real blue card for us. We can take Shimmering Grotto, that's fine. Okay. This pack is interesting because if I pick up this Boris Garrison, we'll have our 3rd free red source. We can take Shimmering Grotto out of this deck because I really don't want to play that card. That card is so bad. Hey Sabra, how are you? Welcome to the stream. We're right at the very beginning. Still just getting the draft kicked off over here. Let's take the Garrison. Nothing good here. We'll take a Radiant Fountain to the side. Yeah, and now I don't even need to like play a basic mountain. I'm just gonna play 3 bounce lands and be in really good shape. I'll take OJ's Breath, but to the side. Those Angelica Chords are not wheeling, so this Bubbling Cauldron's gonna go to the side too. Fury Charm to splash, potentially. Dragon Bell Monk. Sheldon Knight, I guess. Wow, so our last couple picks were like pretty bad. We're gonna need a little bit of help. Oh, Van Wedge. Luis's tweet was so funny. Hey there, Amedio. How are you? I think we just need 1 Evolving Wilds in pack 3. If we got into Evolving Wilds in pack 3, we could just like play a Swamp and Evolving Wilds, and that I think might be enough sources for Blood Baron. I like to have 3 sources for like 1 off-color thing. Bipolar says, what kind of deck does it look like we're working towards? It's like a blue... Jeskai is more appropriate, I think. Blue did dry up, DC. I agree. What happened to LSV Sucks? Nothing. Luis played them and crushed, or played them and crushed them. Tube Alloy? Oh my gosh. What were you doing throwing out your back? Also, congratulations. That's very exciting. I think we just take a Condescend here. We definitely are not interested in Ariok Champion. And Claustrophobia might wheel from this pack, which would be not bad. Stalwart Aven or Iona's Judgment would be not bad either. Yeah, Debu, I feel ya. It's bad. Ariok Champion is so unbeatable for some decks. Yeah. God, we had a Curse of Death's Hold the other day, and my opponent goes Ariok Champion, and we go turn 4, Curse of Death's Hold. It was so good. Mnemonic Wall. I think I would like to have a Mnemonic Wall more than an Angel of Mercy. We have, let me see. We can buy back Helix Dissolve, Amass. Eep, you like the welcome video? Eep, I'm gonna show the welcome video here on the stream after we're done with the draft. But I'm so happy with how it turned out. It took me so long to edit it. It honestly took me like 2.5 hours or something. LSV on the Art of Condescent. Yeah, it's basically just him. Might as well just like change his name. Mnemonic Wall again. Wow, look at the Grizzly Spectacle right there. But I think I just want to dissolve again. Hi, Puck. Welcome. Good evening to you too. How are you? Oh, I've never noticed. Look at Battle Rattle Shaman. There's like someone's leg on this picture. I always thought it was like a tree. You know, Michael, I'm looking at the star compass and it is kind of interesting. It's totally 10 out of 10. It gives you the feel. Aw, Eve. DC, I think we can wheel the Judgment from the other pack. Because I think white's been relatively open and blue hasn't. So that makes me kind of want to take Dissolve now and hope to wheel the Judgment. Especially because I already have 4 5-drops right now. Yeah. I wouldn't mind a Compass either. I'm going to take the Dissolve. I'm not sure about it though. Evolving Wilds is good. Definitely not going to get there on the Sarah Ascendant. And we don't care about Guard Duty. And I don't think Threatened Dynamo is very good. In the format or this deck for that matter. Is it too many? No, I think having to Dissolve is fine. I like Dissolve a lot. So here we take the Evolving Wilds. And then we'll play like 1 Swamp. Ooh, Azorius Charm is lovely. I think we want Azorius Charm over Mannequin. We would love to wheel like 1 Mana Rock. I think that's like exactly the amount we want. And I'll take anything. Like I'll take Mind Stone, I'll take Mannequin, I will take Captain America's knockoff shield. Like I will take anything you throw at me. So another Sarah Ascendant, but we're not going to get there on it. I think we just take another Boros Garrison. Our mana's going to be pretty good. We might run into the, like, we get an opening hand with too many bounce lands and not enough real lands, and so we can't keep it, but we cannot play more bounce lands than this. Like, this is the end of our bounce lands. Yeah, we just take another Sustainer here. Blue's drying up again. I'm glad I picked up that Dissolve. Yeah, I think 4 is where I'm comfortable. I don't even know that I'd run 5. It's probably still right. I don't think we want Doom Traveler. Just take Bauble. Ooh, this is nice. Sot Scour or Stalwart Aven? But bounce and let us bounce and win. Yes. Otherwise we wouldn't have bounce and win in our deck. Bounce and win! I wish... Oh, I don't have any highlights in that intro video that refer to bounce and win, which is like my favorite thing. Forced bounce lands is a favorite number. Chat, what do you take here? Stalwart Aven or Thought Scour? I think they're both quite good. I think I'll just take Stalwart Aven. Because I'd rather run that over a Dragon Bell Monk if I can... Like, I think Thought Scour is better if we had picked up like an Illusory Angel and we needed to enable like a cheap spell. Bounce and Win has been on your mind. It's so funny. I'll take a Dark Steel. Maybe Battle Rattle Shaman we might want to board in against someone. Okay, now we picked up a Thought Scour, which we will actually play. I think it's fine. We have a mnemonic wall so we can target ourselves. Guard Duty to the side. Rune Servitor to the side. And the Infantry Veteran to the side. And the Spider to the side. I really like where we ended up. Debu likes Windfall. I just don't think Windfall is very playable. I've seen it work in one deck. I saw it work well in a mill deck, and it was like basically just like a discard 7, kind of. It was still not amazing. Yeah, I like where our deck ended up. I'm happy with where we're at. Okay, so let's take the Bounce Dance out for now. I think we can just take Bobble out. It really doesn't do much in our deck. It doesn't even trigger Prowess very much. Thought Scour, Seeker, Elusive Spellfist, Fogbank, Lightning Helix, Dragon Ball Monk, Aven, Dissolve, Sustainer, Amass, Phantom Monster, Sarah Angel, Ambusher, Mnemonic Wall, Blood Baron. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures that care about Prowess. River Wheel, Aerialist, Heat Ray, and Condescend. And I do want to play this Blood Baron. You play Guard Duty over Scour? Yeah, that might be okay, actually, DC. We're not attacking on the ground very much. We have 2 Stalwart Avens, 2 Sustainer of the Realms. Blood Baron kind of has evasion. Phantom Monster. I believe it was posted as Channel Fireball. No, I don't recall the actual number. For which article? So, yeah, I think Thought Scour really doesn't do that much in our deck, except target us for Mnemonic Wall. So maybe Bud Baron, since we're clearly friends. Yeah, so maybe we end up playing like 1 Guard Duty or Mishra's Bauble. I think Guard Duty's probably fine. It's kind of a Namba with Dragon Ball Monk. Yeah, so I'm like between right now. I'm gonna pull chat, or not Minecraft, because that's not what we're considering. I'm gonna pull chat real quick and see what you guys would run. I am considering for my very last card doing either Guard Duty or Mishra's Bauble. Kind of like pros and cons. Guard Duty does turn some big creature into a wall, so it's no longer a threat. So it's kind of like a medium removal spell. Downside to that is we have some Dragon Bell monks that can't attack into that defender. Mishra's Bauble is a free spell that triggers prowess for like Dragon Bell monks, Elusive Spellfist, and Seeker of the Way, and that's kind of about it. So tell me. "16 lands, 24 spells." We could play 16 lands, 24 spells. People are pretty split on them anyway. That's good news. Actually, if we just play 16 lands with all the bounce lands we have, I think we don't need a mountain at all. We just need 1 swamp. And we can go up to 5 with this. So it's 5, 6, 7 blue sources, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white sources. 1, 2 black sources, and 1, 2, 3, 4 red sources. Yeah, this seems fine. I might go down and get 1 more island, because that puts me at 6, 7, 8 blue sources, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue sources, 8 white sources. Yeah. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, I like our deck, you guys. I think it's good. We'll have like a couple of awkward draws, I think, with our bounce lands. Like I think we're gonna have a couple of turns where we won't be able to play the spell we want and hold up the spell we want to hold up because of our bounce lands. But the bounce lands do enable us to splash multiple colors, splash Blood Baron, splash good red spells, and it makes our mana base a lot better. So yeah, I mean, this is perfect. Bounce and win! See, like, we're gonna have a couple awkward turns here with, like, Azorius Charm and how we actually cast Azorius Charm because it's our white source is attached to a red source here. Yeah, DC, I assume our dissolves are just gonna be, like, much better late game to make sure our opponents don't do anything silly. Seeing my first bounce and win, and 10 out of 10 would bounce and win again. It's so good. That's amazing. I got a message. Yeah, good luck, have fun. Overgrown battlement, huh? Hey, silly. I did basically call you. Alright, I'm just gonna play Dragon Ball Monk. Don't particularly care to hold up Lightning Helix this turn. I would have killed this if this were like a Lotus Cobra or something. New in the house? Welcome, Camel. Welcome, welcome. I hope we never face against Gaby. Spartz sucks. And then Tuku Shaman. Interesting. Alright, what are we doing? What are we doing this turn? We want to probably like Dragon Ball Monk attack, play Seeker the way, play Boros Garrison, bounce Island back. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. And we'll hold this bauble to trigger the Seeker and the Dragon Ball Monk together next turn. Alright. Yeah, DC, I'm right on the same plan with you as well. Kind of unfortunate that we have to not use this island for anything, but it's fine. Like, they're gonna get a play on Tuku Shaman, then we get to trigger prowess twice on Dragon Ball Monk and Seeker. We might even be able to take down the Overgrown Battlement if they block. If not, we might just be slamming a Sarah Angel, which is, like, very good. Netcaster Spider is annoying against Sarah Angel. Good thing we have removal spells. Okay, I'm just gonna play Bauble to trigger prowess. And then we'll attack and see what they do. We have both Lightning Helix and Heat Ray if we need to do anything. I really like that stream, Gaby, you great too. What are we playing? Hey, Camel, thanks. I appreciate that. We are playing Iconic Masters. We just got started, like we just finished drafting the deck. This is round 1. We're playing against some sort of like black-green, maybe walls deck. Although, we're not seeing many walls at this point. Yeah, I mean, if they were okay with letting those through, then we are okay just playing Sarah Angel. If no blocks, I think we just Sarah Angel, right? Because we can kill the Netcaster Spider. Hero's Bane, we can also... Wait, no, we didn't have lethal. Alright. Let's see what they're drawing. Dark Word Baloth. So that costs 6 to cast, I think? Yeah. Fogbank is really good against Hero's Bane. So... I think... We definitely want to Helix the Sarah Angel or the Netcaster Spider before we attack. And then we can figure out if we want to just like Azorius Charm to... Yeah, we definitely want to do this. So let's Lightning Helix this right off the bat. We have to do this before combat because we don't want the Netcaster Spider to block Sarah Angel. But then this next, we can just attack and see how they block, and then we just have like a ton of options. Like, between Heat Ray and an Azorius Charm to literally just draw. No, I meant Charm to just like trigger Prowess, which I might do right now. I am getting in for... Nah, I don't think Hearing Shaman makes sense. I'd rather just like draw a card. To trigger Prowess. We get in for 8 with the other creatures, and then Tuku Shaman dies. We don't care about this Hero's Bane at all. They're dead next turn to our Sarah Angel. Oh, did people want me to... Is chat lethaling? They want me to use the Source Charm to remove a blocker? It's only attacking creatures. We also know they have the Bailout in hand, which does not deal with Sarah Angel, so they need an answer to Sarah Angel in their hand. I can Heat Ray that. Bounce Hydra and win, always! Bounce and win is the story of the stream. Bounce and win. Well, bam. Bounce and lethal easy. What's the story behind bounce? Did I hear that we bounce and win? So Sage, basically what happened is we were playing Iconic Masters also, and I forget exactly like what the board was, but so we were playing a deck that neither had a bounce spell in hand, nor did we have lethal in play, but like chat is going like with like a bunch of options for like what we should do for that turn, and like later the person who said bounce and win were like, oh yeah, I was just wrong about what the card did, like I thought it did something else. But what I had is like the Spectre that's like a 2/3 that when it deals combat damage to a player, it makes you either discard a card or bounces a permanent of your like you choose which permanent it is. So somebody in chat is just like, yeah, you just bounce and win. It's like, wait, we don't have lethal. We don't have a bounce spell. We do not have a winning line. What is going on? It was really funny. I think Gojutai's Breath is kind of good against this opponent. They are playing Dark Word Bailots and Hero's Bane. I think we can just take out a Mishra's Bauble. It's like definitely the like dirtiest of our cards. Guard Duty's good. We can make a Hero's Bane or a Darkwood Baloth. Become a defender. It is so funny. Sakumex, it was just amazing. I don't know. We can't, Bounce and Win is gonna keep going for a while. It's just incredible. Bewilder seems good as well as Breath. What does this do again? Target creature gets minus 2 so until on the turn draw a card. Bewilder could be good against this opponent, yes. It might be better than Dragon Bell Monk. Dragon Bell Monk doesn't seem like it's attacking very well into all this stuff. I could see taking out a Monk. I don't want to cut too many creatures, but we still have 14. Hey, MT! Awesome, we'll tune in after Watch Mount. Sounds good. Bounce and Win. Ooh, that is sweet, Kent. I do like Penny. I got to a point where like, awkward. I kind of didn't wish we didn't have our Swamp, but instead had our red source in here. We're still gonna keep this though. I like Penny a lot. The problem was like she likes diamonds, I think. And early in the game, I would see her all the time around town, but I just didn't have diamonds, so I never ended up courting her too much. But I think she's sweet. Suspending the Baloth. I see. Awkward. Okay, I'm gonna play Plains first, so we draw Swamp. We can play Lightning Helix. I'm sorry. Plains first, so that if we draw Mountain, we can play Lightning Helix. And if not, we can go Island, so we have Dissolve on turn 3. And if not, we'll go Island, Swamp, and play Stalwart Haven. Blood Baron's a good draw. That's not bad. How's this draft format? Scuddinger, I like this format a lot. I think this is like my favorite set since Amonkhet. I really liked Amonkhet. I also really liked Kaladesh. Kaladesh might have been my favorite draft format ever. Oh yeah, we don't have Mountain in the deck. Sorry, I meant red source, but I guess if all of our red source come into play tapped. Ah, that's a good draw. Yeah, let's just go... Am I dropping frames? It looks like it's back to normal. My Comcast is being bad, you guys. My Comcast, I think, has started throttling me. I think that's what keeps happening, because it's definitely, like, I'm using 32% of my CPU. I see it every once in a while, Molly. Like, I'll look over at my dashboard, and it'll be, like, it'll show, like, the really big red frame, and it's like, your stream's going down. And this is only a new development, and I think it's 100% just Comcast. I'm convinced. Okay, let's just play Sustainer. I don't know, I feel like I could have countered the Sustainer, but like, my Sustainer even blocks it, and I'd rather just counter the Baloth. It's Comcastic? Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. No kidding, friends. Van Wedge, I think, unfortunately, like, the latest net neutrality scare might be, like, the actual one that does us in. This one has one counter left in it. I kind of have to counter this Baloth, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna just have to pass, and that spider's annoying. We need to draw our red source to take care of that spider. Yeah, same, Louise. I don't have a very good way to deal with this Baloth if it resolves, so I think I'm all in on countering this and using the Scry to find my red source. The Illusionary Ambusher is kind of sweet. It also forces them to... I think I'm going to top this. Kind of forces them to have to block eventually. DC, I think there's very few cards I put here on top that aren't a red source, but I think Ambusher's one of them. Sure. That's fine. Okay, so let's just play island and pass. No, not even attack. Boop, 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 boop. So this gets +2/+0, is that correct? Netcaster Spider's good. Like, it's good against flyers. We have 3 good 5-drops right now. They're gonna do nothing. We're gonna end step Illusory Ambusher. Yeah, can't say no to the Ambush. It is very good. I think this card's very good. I never played with it before. It's like a commander card. Did we draw 4-color pile? Nah, this is actually like... It's not pile. Oh, Wall of Roots does own a 4/1, huh? That is kind of annoying. I'm still gonna play it. It also does mean that the Wall of Roots cannot put counters on itself. She's gonna play Sarah Angel. Maybe I shouldn't. Because, like, now I can send my Sarah Angel to die, and if it dies, it clears up the path for a Stalwart, Aven, or a Sustainer. And if we find a red source, which we have a lot of, we have 4. Teferi would be dope against his opponent. Taste it. 2 counters on the Veloth. Wow, aggressive. Darkwood Baloth. Sad. That was a... Oh, I guess it would have been 4 cards haunting him, so I guess holding a land wouldn't have even done anything. I still think it was better to play Sarah Angel there than Blood Baron, though. I don't know. It's hard to say. And before Mountain. The problem is the turn that we draw the Mountain, it's not gonna... Fogbang isn't bad. Do we send Sarah Angel to die against Netcaster Spider? It clears the way for Sustainer and Stalwart Aven. Yeah, I think I'm gonna send her to die. Sorry, Sarah. Like, they can't just be taking a ton of damage against Sarah Angel. Bewilder's nice. Condescend is nice too. They have this thing soon, so we can go Seeker of the Way. And I really want to Condescend the next thing they do. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, potentially 7 mana. It's gonna be hard to Condescend anything. But we can pass with Bewilder and Condescend. Like, Fogbank isn't even that important this turn. They're not attacking in us. If they do, we have, like, pretty good blocks. Yeah, but we might Condescend like another Spider or something, Molly. That's kind of like what I'm thinking. We're gonna Condescend this. gonna tap out. Yikes. So happy we passed up with Condescend. Damn. We don't care about Evolving Wilds and we don't care about Island. Alright. Shipping both the bottom's not bad. Countering bomb feels very good. I agree. Up next, let's call the police. You guys have been watching The Wire. I'm on season Palladium years, whatever. I ain't scared of that. Bailoff's coming in next turn too. Kind of feel, yeah, no, we can't do anything about the Bailoff. That's gonna be Fogbank. You're in episode 7 of season 1. Yeah, it's so good. I am currently in episode, I want to say like episode 4 of season 3, and it's been incredible. I'm just gonna send in with Seeker. I'm gonna send in with all the clowns. We have a bunch of blockers anyway. We get to gain life anyway. Double block with Bewilder and kill Bailoff. Nah, I don't care about the Bailoff. We can race. We have a Fogbank. Love the tall African American actor. There's like a number of people like that in the show. Yeah, Idris Elba is Stringer Bell. The one with the deep voice. The one with the deep voice? That's Idris Elba, I'm pretty sure. The FBI agent. Oh, the like lieutenant. I don't know their actor name, but Cedric. I think it's Cedric in the show. I love Bubbles and Prop Joe. They're so good. Season 3 has Cuddy from the block, right? Is that... Sometimes, like, their names don't stick fully with me, because... Yeah, Lieutenant Daniels, that's his name. It's Cedric Daniels, right? Omar is my favorite character. I love Omar. He's just awesome. Oh, wow, they have, like, multiple Darkwood Bailoffs. Of course not, Silent Bob. That's not bad. My roommate is rewatching it right now, and he's on like season 4. Cuddy and Omar are my favorite. Who's Cuddy again? Let me see. Cuddy the Wire. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, he's great. He is in the season. Do I know that the guy who plays Omar is actually a very accomplished dancer? That's badass. Jeez, what is this? Alright, so we can We can actually take down one of the Baloths. We put this card back on top for them. And now we have like a pretty decent block with Seeker of the Way and Spellfist. See, this is, I think this is like, I agree, Molly. This is the case study of why green is bad in this set. We're gonna bounce and win. Wow, red source now? Red source too late, man. Strong Badinator with the 9 months. Thank you, thank you. How are you? Boris.
I just had a Viper baby. Gaby Viper, Gaby Viper, Gaby Viper.
Ooh, this is a stream, baby. Thank you so much, Strong Badinator. Welcome back for the 9th month in a row. I appreciate the support. But what do you have Corpse Jack's Menace out when you cast Ivy Elemental? How do you type with boxing gloves on like this? Whoa, they stacked Wall of Roots? This gotta be a big game, whatever this is. Oh. Okay, that stuff does not matter at all. Hero is not bad. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we can't quite kill the Ivy Elemental, but we can Heat Ray this thing. Yeah, we almost have him dead, but I want to do this before combat just because I really want to send my elusive Spellfist in there. I guess it doesn't change the clock, so maybe I should have just held it, but I kind of don't care. Like, I'll block this here. Yeah, that was easy peasy. All right, I'm going to plan out and go to the restroom. I will be right back, chat. Ding! Yo, yo, yo! Ba-bam. I go back in his cheer stream. Only momentarily. Hey, Cursed Frogert. What a great name. Thank you so much, Cursed. I appreciate that. Thanks for joining us. How are you doing today? Boop, 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 boop. That song from that intro video is in my head. I listened to it so many times today. Interesting hand. It's definitely a keep. The question is, do we fetch Swamp without Evolving Wilds? When you BRB us after winning your matches that a win and bounce. Yes, it is. Like, considerations. Bloodbaron is the only black card in our deck entirely. We have double blue in Dissolve, and we have double white in like Sarah Angel and the 2/4 Sustainer of the Realms, and we have a bunch of white cards in our hand. And oh, Altair. I didn't actually even go to the bathroom. I have a soup in the crock pot that I wanted to check. I always say I'm gonna go to the bathroom, but sometimes I'm gonna go get a drink, and sometimes I'm gonna go check on the soup that I have cooking. I think, why not Garrison? Well, we definitely can't lead on Garrison. AKA RTFC, but I think I'm just gonna kick it off with Island, because I really want to go Island, Garrison, Island before I decide what I want to do with, I went to the bathroom in the crock pot. No. I checked on my soup and it's looking nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't want to discard my island. So I think I just play Evolving Wilds this turn. Yeah, I'm just gonna play Evolving Wild. God, but I really want to play Salvord Aven next turn, so maybe that's wrong. I think I'm still gonna play it, and I'm just gonna discard something. This kind of sucks, but what can you do? Dragonmail Monk is kind of... Yeah, DC, Dragonmail Monk is kind of garbage. I don't really care about it. I'm just gonna pitch it, whatever. It's not a big deal. It's probably kind of bad against blue-red anyway. And I super really want to play that Salvord Aven. I don't want to discard the Wilds Guilin because it's going to fix our colors. We are going to need either black or blue, and we don't know what yet. Yes, Reflector Mage is on Team Bounce and Win. Jesse and Thief, huh? Gabby knows how to play Bounce Dance without punting, by the way. Hey, how are you, Neville? Welcome. I have not had issues today, Gylin. We have an interesting kind of choice here. Kind of want to guard duty the Justine Thief. I hate getting hit by that thing, and then we can just play Evolving Wilds. Alternately, we play Island, Stalwart, Aven, but then if they have a bounce spell, they draw a card with Justine Thief, which I hate. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Kent. So, yeah, I agree, DC. It's like, because we have a couple choices, right? We can go guard duty and maybe draw a card with Azorius Charm, and that ensures that we don't get hit. We could also go Evolving Wilds, get blue source, get blue source, yeah. Or we go with my first gut, which is Stalwart Haven, and then hope that Jesse and Thief... You know what? Let's try this, okay? I want to go Stalwart Haven. And if we get hit once by this Jesse and Thief, it's not the end of the world. But we're going to guard duty this thing no matter what anyway. And I think it just makes our mana so much better for next turn. No, I know I can't Charm and Guard in the same turn. No, I can Charm and Guard in the same turn. I can't... No, I can't. Sorry. You're right. I need double white. Nimbus Mace? What does this do? Repeal. Sure. Okay, now we drew Swamp. So now we can fetch blue and play Stalwart Haven. Repeal was going to get us no matter what. I'm just going to fetch now. Well, that is a problem. That thing is pro-white now. The problem is that if we had guard dutied it, they would have pro-whited it anyway, and it would have fallen off. So that like, we weren't escaping that, unfortunately. I don't think we can beat this. I do think we have to attack. We do have a Heat Ray. Yeah, that is like our out, I think. We don't have any blue spell that just bounces. We don't have a repeal. We can play Seeker. Like, I would like to hold up Dissolve. So yeah, maybe I go like Seeker. We're gonna have to maybe try to race this on the way back. I'm gonna play my Swamp just because I really want to hold up Dissolve this turn. Let's be mindful of how many counters there are on this thing. I also have Condescend, which might help us find that Heat Ray. Like, we need it pretty badly. Hey, Aaron, how are you? Shit, I mean, I'm gonna dissolve this. That's unfortunate. That's just gonna draw them so many more cards, and we're trying to raise. Oh god, we got dissolved right back. Bleh. I think I'm gonna bobble myself and see what we're drawing, because we might want to draw it with a Saurius Charm. Phantom Monster, do we care about that? I don't know, DC. We might actually want to use this for like lifelink one turn. There's a real chance we want to do that. Monster does block Jesse. Can't even play it this turn though. I'm heading out to school. Good luck, but I was curious. Do you still? I don't do that anymore, Soyo. Oh, thank you for asking, though. No, I don't do it anymore. Okay. Okay, so we have like a baby condescend up. It was pretty expensive, so yeah, that was like the biggest thing. It was also a problem with people who didn't live in the US. Aw, basic! Oh, if we get to force spike, yeah, we'll force spike anything. So we drew River Aerialists. This is also nice because this is if you have more life. It's more life, so they're not gonna get to draw a card, which is nice. Rival Real Aerialist also blocks the Jesse and Thief very well. We cannot condescend this. We can't get out of our reach. If they do cast something that costs 4, we'll be able to condescend it though. Ever thought about making a push to go to the PT? Not really, cuz I actually have a video where I talked about that. It's on YouTube. Let me link it to you later. Basically, I used to feel like that. I used to feel like I should want to play in the PT, like I should like be making a push for it, and I should be striving for all that. And then I realized that that's not really the axis that I enjoy Magic at the most. So when I kind of let go of that, I started enjoying Magic a lot more. All right, condescend. Condensate. You can totally buy the playmat, Soyo. It is, look at my profile. If you go to the bottom, there's a link to Inked playmats. They are shipped via Inked. They have other stuff too. They have like little notepads and stuff. Nada. So let's get in there with Stalwart. Thank you, Ashara, for the link. I appreciate that. Kind of feels like they're holding up a counterspell, so I would like to play 2 things. This plays our own Mana Leak. If this gets Mana Leaked, I don't particularly care. Hi, number 1 thingy! They did have Mana Leak. Oh, they had Condescend. Okay, good beats. No, Scuddinger, I wanted to play my Dragon Bell Monk. This is like a racing. Tormenting Voice, okay. Hi, Haida Chief, how are you? We are racing in this thing. Like, the lifelink creature was pretty nice for that. We are extremely behind on cards. That is pretty annoying. They're about to draw 3 from Ancestral, and they've hit us with this Jesse and Thief like a million times. I mean, I'm gonna block. Look, if they have something here. You should have held U for Condescend if they dissolved, right? They would have had R up if you Condescended for 2. Yeah, that is fair. Have I considered decking them? I don't think we're gonna get there. So these 2 can double block this. We can play Rival Wheel. We could guard duty that thing. We could just tap out this turn, play Riverwheel, Aerialist, and Guard Duty, the Illusory Angel. It's like so bad because we tap out of Condescend, but we don't really have a lot of options right now. You would leave up blue? Honestly, I'm just like playing everything. I just think we're so behind this game. Passing Condescend Vision is that's not gonna work out. Hey Susie, how are you? Okay, so they're done on this. We could Condescend for Scribe 1. Condescend will get something at some point. I don't think it needs to be right now. Hey Aaron, coming back with the 7 months. Thank you.
He uses protection cards anyway. Lame. And I will not hit Gaby.
We use protection cards. We have a Blood Baron of a Scope in this deck. Welcome. How are you, Aaron? Thank you so much for the 7 months. They have 9 cards in their hand. We have 1. We can't. We honestly we can't win this game. I'm pretty sure, but I think at this point our most viable win condition might be them milling, but they have 12 cards. Which is still a lot of cards. Also, did they target themselves? No, they targeted us. We milled. Amassed the components, which is not bad because we have a mnemonic wall in this deck. Yep. Stuff that matters, we have that the Baron, the Sarah Angel, the Heat Ray, the Mnemonic Wall. Hey, Kaz! Kozlakim, thank you so much for the first time sub and welcome. The Mnemonic Wall buying back the Amass would be kind of nice. Opponent could have all lands your way ahead, actually. That would be generous. Okay, all this stuff doesn't really matter too much. The Halberdier is kind of annoying hello. That is quite good. Hey Costas, Credence, how are you? Heat Ray is quite good. We're like 4 color stuff, kind of. So, the shields are down right now. They have 6 cards, so Heat Ray could resolve right now. I'm not even sure. Are we just crushing this game now? I seriously doubt it. But I kind of want to kill the... That's true. If I kill the Angel right now, I get in for 5, 10. Put him down at 8. On the way back, they hit us for like 1, 2, 3, 4. They probably trigger prowess a couple more times, but they're not gonna have us dead. And then they need another flyer, or we can win. I think we should actually take this chance. Oh yeah, Seeker gets lifelink. I still think maybe we just pass, actually. This plan's not gonna work out. That Seeker of the Way is gonna mess us up. Maybe I should have just sent it with the Aerialist. We'll see how they block with Illusory Angel. Kind of don't want to let them get in there with all these Jesse and Thieves right now, though. And I think they're going to attack us this turn, so having Heat Ray will be nice. Alright, well, let's see what they got. Yeah, I think like this. This on the Pentarch Ward one, this on this on this. Might want to actually like try to take out... They have 6 cards, so maybe we don't care about that one. We just double block here to make sure that we take that one down. And then we have like a Heat Ray if things go really, really badly here. We could condescend for, they have what, 1, 2, 3, 4. We could condescend for 5. They do get to gain this life. Alternatively, we just let it happen. I actually kind of don't care. Because this just goes to 2, 4. Yeah, I'll try to condescend the next thing they do. Because this still dies. This pillow fights. This gets back to my hand, which doesn't really matter. They gain 3, but they're losing their Jesse and Thief. Like, this doesn't change the board. This I can condescend pretty easily. I guess it does put the Jesse and Thief high enough to... I guess I can use both Heat Ray and condescend. Hold on. Hold on. Cancel. I want to Heat Ray this thing, I think. Okay. We're gonna kill the Jesse and Thief. 1, 2, 3, 4. That hits it for what? 3? 4. If they have one more spell, I want to make sure that we definitely kill it. So I'm gonna hit it for 5. Hey, condescend. We're not condescending. We are Heat Raying. We're Heat Raying for like 1 more than we needed to, just because I want to make sure it definitely dies. They have swords. God damn it. Now I can't condescend. They have exactly 1 to pay. I guess that was a reason not to do it for 1 extra. Brutal. I guess I'm having like 6 cards is what makes this happen, huh? Caveman, I thought it was pretty bad. I thought the way that played out was like pretty awful for us. Cause now they can just start getting in there with this thing. Like we're gonna try to leave it behind to block. You think Great for 5 was right? Like, I just think if they have another spell, it's so bad for us if we don't rate for 5, but obviously we can't condescend. Like, they would need a 1-mana spell right there, right? They need exactly that. Yeah. Killing Fiend is fine. Can opponent be milled? I mean, we're getting close. It would have better to heat rate for 4, but that's obviously Roddy. That's my concern, Molly, right? It's like, clearly, I don't think it's right. Or even if it would have worked out, like, 20 times better. I am at a point where I think I might just condescend, like, anything that they play. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I'll let that resolve. If they play one more thing, which they might, they didn't. God damn it. Ray for 5 was right. It would have been better if they had pretty much any. Yeah, I mean, they needed to have like a 1-mana. How many counters on this Halberdier? 1. This Halberdier's gonna give it to us. They have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Jeez. Oh, actually, this lets them draw, huh? This helps them mill plan? Maybe I'm supposed to let him. Oh, man. That's tough. I'm actually gonna let them draw. I just feel like, you guys, I feel like they have too many cards in their deck for us to, like, actually mill them out, but this does help us. Oh, I'm gonna mana leak there. Oh, I guess I can still just like... No, I do mana leak, and then they are forced to amass the components. This is really silly. Hey, Hugo. Illusory Ambusher or Dissolve. They're both good. So, I think we'd rather have Blood Baron of Viscopa at this point than Illusory Ambusher. So I think we bottom Dissolve and we top Illusory Ambusher. You guys, I'm looking for Blood Baron. Blood Baron keeps us alive. I don't think Dissolve matters for us. Okay, they're down to 6. Like, I really need to draw Blood Baron in the next couple turns. I want the Ambusher. Ugh. Hugo, this has been a silly game. This also draws them a card, FYI. This thing is a 10-2? Okay, one of our creatures is gonna die here. Is this a May? This is not a May. Wow. So block here and chump here. So they draw 1 and 2. We take 8. God, if we only had a cephalid broker, we could target them. Do we even have outs here? Not really, because this is going to hit us. Like, they need to cast a bunch of spells, but if this hits us for too much, we're very dead. Because we're taking 8. We do not have Aetherize now, I wish. I don't think that's a good card. Okay, so we're gonna need to, this Ambusher, do they have a thing with first strike or no? Hey, Song of the Dogo, how are you? This has first strike. Okay, perfect. So they're gonna attack. We'll put the Ambusher in front of the Halberdier, and then we need to draw like Azorius Charm. No, shit, Azorius Charm's already in our yard. 1, 2. Swamp's not gonna matter. 3, 4. We have, hold on, let's think about all the things. We could draw Lightning Helix, which would matter. And double blues, we don't have that many things that are double blue, so I think we tap both islands. And go to Ambusher block here. This blocks here. Okay. The only thing we have for Swamp is... No, we didn't draw anything good. It's only for Blood Baron of Escopa. But if we got Lightning Helix here, we would have lived. And then they would have drawn 2 more. Unless they don't have a non-creature spell. If they have a non-creature spell... Don't. No spells. Oh my god. They didn't have a non-creature spell. Don't have burn. Don't have burn. Don't have burn. No. Oh my gosh. That was one of the most epic games of Magic I have played. NA. Wow. That was incredible. Wow. Okay. We won. They decked. We milled them. We needed them to draw, like, we needed them to not have an instant so that they didn't give that was
you played that game like a champion.
Thank you, Rabbit. Oh my gosh, that was a tough game. So, Awesome Bear, what happened was, yeah, Bewilder is good. I think Breath is also good against them. I agree with that. We can take Bobble out. The guard duty is, like, not great. They have Pentachord, so it just kind of, like, offsets our guard duty. Our Spellfist is kind of crappy. Maybe Thought Scour instead. So, basically what happened is that they drew so many cards because they had Jessian Thieves that they were very close to decking, but we didn't have like a way to actually enable that. Like, we didn't have Thought Scour or anything else. We got to a point of the game where we needed them to... We had a couple outs. We put an Illusory Ambusher in front of a first striker to see if we drew Lightning Helix, and we Lightning Helix, they wouldn't be able to kill us. We bricked. We didn't even have that many cards left in our deck. We just didn't find it. And our opponent needed to have one non-creature spell to trigger prowess on 2 Jessian Thieves, but Jessian Thief reads you have to. Like, it's not a May ability, you have to draw. So they were at 2 cards, they hit with 2 Jessian Thieves, drew 2, and then for their turn they draw and they die. Yeah, we won somehow, Synthetica. It was incredible. It's honestly like... Thank you, Susie! That's honestly one of the coolest games of Magic I've ever played. Only one Pentarch ward versus 1 duty is not a great argument for cutting a card. You think that guard duty is good against them, though? Because it kind of feels like not good against them. So if it's already not amazing against them, and then they have 1 card that totally offsets it, you know? Like, if I had a claustrophobia, I'd just leave it in because one of them's going to get taxed anyway. But now they just don't have a way to deal with it. Is this game 2 or 3? This is game 2. That's a good hand. Okay. We are up on the clock. This match might go to clock because that was just game 1. Okay, our opponent's doing nothing. No, I can't play that. But we have an all creatures. Like, we're on an all tap out plan. This thing might be dead at the end of this turn, maybe. No, interesting. A mass does not change what I want to do. Not really. Ding dong. What up, Spanish? Welcome. If this gets countered, I could not care less. Okay, yeah. I cannot care less about this. Dragon Ball Monk is like the worst card in our deck by a lot. Next turn, I think we're just gonna go Phantom Monster, probably. That's sweet too, because like they were committed to using their Dissolve. Oh no, we milled our Meme Wall and our Sarah Angel. Both those are so good. That is quite unfortunate. This blocks Illusory Angel. Thought Scour into Illusory Angel is very strong turn forward play. Okay. Gonna condescend into, or sorry, gonna Phantom Monster into Boros Garrison. I wanna have a mass be the last thing I do, cause we kind of don't have. We're not under any rush. Like they're not putting that much pressure on us. Sustainer's pretty decent for Sustainer. It is. It's unfortunate because we can't attack into it, but it does slow them down quite a bit. And if they tap out for anything here, we get to unmass. Repealing Seeker's fine. Why didn't they repeal my Sustainer? That's surprising. I'll tap out of planes because we have more planes in hand. Also, Boros Garrison, a massive component, such technology. Evolving Wilds is the worst land in our hand by a lot because we already have Swamp in hand, so let's just put Evolving Wilds away. We can play Plane Seeker. Seriously, sick brags aside, I was at 1.8k rupees yesterday when the stream fired up. I have like, ooh. I don't, that's too many rupees, but it might be bugged. Whoa, Consecrated Sphinx is in the set? I did not know that. Whoa, this is how we lose. Where is our swords to plowshares when we need it? This is how we lose. We're on the mill plan again. The problem is that Consecrated Sphinx is a May. We have 4 lands in hand, you guys. Arc! Why like this? At least Fog Bank blocks Consecrated Sphinx. Well, shit. Okay, we need Heat Ray like now. Do bug rupees still work? They should. I don't know why it's being like that. That is like too many. They're not attacking, I see. Okay. So luckily Sustainer still blocks the Consecrated Sphinx. I am gonna just send this Illusory Ambusher to like draw us a bunch of cards here, I think. Mill plan again? We kind of are on that plan. I hear you, Spike. Yeah, I don't really know. If it bugged out for everybody, I mean, I could try to message Streamlabs. They have pretty decent support. Ancestral Astride. That would be nice. I am aware of that, Yodel. Just discovered from Twitch hated me, that's a scary Sphinx. Student of Ojutai. Student of Brojutai. Man, that's worse against our Ambusher, because that means we're going to send it to die, but we're only going to draw 2. I took away. So, I think I'm gonna OJ Breath the Student of Ojutai and send in the Illusory Ambusher. Because that means that they have to block with Consecrated Sphinx or Illusory Angel. And then we get to draw 4. Kind of a sad plan, but this is our plan. Bada boom. They're just taking it. The opponent is somewhat close to timing out, by the way. They're at 5 minutes. Opponent might just eat 4. Yeah. But then I get to do it again. I get in for one more turn. How many? Bleh. 2 counters in the Ancestral Vision. Mahamodi Jin this time. I hope we draw something sweet. If we draw something sweet here... Thought Scour. They get to draw again. I kind of didn't want to take damage from the Mahamodi Jin. But I'm gonna Thought Scour them this time and see what we draw. I think I really want to see what I draw before. I don't know you guys. I'm trying not to die. I'm targeting them with a mill. Ooh, I like that. We could just send with everybody and give our creatures lifelink. Yeah. That sounds like a good plan, I think. Or just draw another card and see if we get one more point of damage. Yeah, so let's send in like Secret of the Way, Dragon Ball Monk, Illusory Ambusher, I think. Let's send Secret of the Way, Dragon Ball Monk, Illusory Ambusher. Sustainer stays back. Monster stays back because I can't punt this. Yeah. This has Pro Blue. I can't bounce Sphinx. It don't work like that. This did mean that if I, by, like, getting lifelink, I didn't draw a card. I could have maybe, killed the Consecrated Sphinx, but... we are gonna gain so much life. They're gonna have a hard time killing us, and they're down to 3 minutes. So we just pick up this island. No, we would draw Apple Tunes. Killing our fog bank is bad. Hey, Osiris! Coming back with a 19 months. That's a long time, Osiris.
Keep killing the content, Gaby.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Whoa, our opponent has so many big flyers. I'm really happy we tapped down the Jin, actually. I'm gonna take one hit here and take down the Illusory Angel. Take a hit for 4, which is fine. Okay, we're up by a minute too. But anyway, thank you so much, Osiris, again for the 19 months. That's a real long time. God, if they have Swords to Plowshares, they really get us. Do we actually send here? We might attack here. Secret of the Way might kill something, and we get to... and we might kill the Rivalry Aerialists. I think we send. We can, yeah, we can send with everybody. Also, our opponent rearranged their blockers very badly. I'm gonna put a stop on our damage step. Oh no, we actually do, because we want this to die, and otherwise our Seeker's not gonna get lifelink, so I think it's still worth it to do it right now. I hope they don't have swords. Okay, that worked out really well. Okay, they drew 1,000,000. They're down to 6 though. We don't need a damage stop anymore. Another Mahamoti Jin. Our opponent's deck is nice. Phantom Monster and get hit by a bunch. Ooh. They might not draw anymore. Hold on, play Blood Baron. We don't really have attacks anymore. Repeal targeting Blood Baron. Annoying. We don't have any more Thought Scours in the deck, unfortunately. But if it goes to the last game, they're gonna deck. Also, if we draw a non-creature spell here, we can send in with Seeker of the Way and gain some life. So, that's not bad. See, like, that's fine. This is game 2, yeah, somehow. They're at 1 minute 38, and I am at... Super originality with the 8 months!
Almost baby time. Then mine's go back screen.
Bah! Thank you so much, Super Originality, with the 8 months. Okay, so they have 1 minute 30, and we have 3 minutes. Basically have twice as much time as them. This should be a clock game. I think we are back on guard duty plan because we just want to stop their attackers from getting in. And you rang? No, Super Originality rang. Thank you so much, Super Originality, for the support. I really appreciate it. Win via clock. It's not often that we win via clock, but we just need to take something out. Thought Scour. Okay. Fountain for life. I don't think I need that, no. This seems fine. We have a removal spell and a Sustainer of the Realms. Okay. This is where we stop reading chat. They're still thinking. Planes, go. 6. Island, F6. Boros Garrison. Pick up planes, go. Nothing. Island, go. They have 1 minute. Nada. Sustainer. Nada. Okay, I think they're maybe writing something to us because they're taking so long on this turn. Yeah, they are writing something. Yeah, I could just have 6 every turn, but we could actually... It's even more satisfactory when you actually get to win when you have 1 minute. So they board it until they set a more aggressive deck. Emergent Scathe, Jesse and Thief, Lightning Helix, Pentarch Ward, Repeal, Tormenting Voice. They try to board into a more aggressive deck. No Timeout Tuesday. Well, Timeout Tuesday, but for them. I think the lowest bounce and win, we're gonna keep this, but it's not great. The lowest we've ever gone, I think we've won with like a minute left. I think we won a game with a minute left on the clock one time. I think that's the lowest I've ever gone. Is this the finals? Yes. This is indeed the finals. I'm just gonna play Seeker of the Way, then Stalwart Haven, and then I can bother with like Boros Garrison. Also, we don't know if Evolving Wilds wants to be I know Evolving Wilds now wants to be a swamp because we have double blue, double white. Yes, well, you can, Rycor. I love the Vintage Cube. The one thing that I don't know how to do in Vintage Cube at all is how to draft Storm. So I actually talked to Luis and I want him to teach me how to draft Storm. Teach me your ways. Oh, that is weird. So you have to use not Chrome, Molly? They added way more Storm cards for this cube, so good timing. Yeah, I have to learn how to teach me how to Storm. Teach or troll? Why not both? Darkwood Baloth, sure. Okay, we have drawn all lands this game, so we need to start drawing some spells or there's no way we can win this. Stagger Shock. Get some renown, son. They cut Crater's Colossus so the Storm backup plans are weaker. What is the backup plan for Storm? So they Stagger Shocked us. Which is fine. Wall of Roots is also fine. God, they're gonna have so much mana. If I draw a counterspell, that'd be dope. You gotta pay the troll to with LSP. That is definitely true. Okay, we'll need to use this in a bit for something or another. Currently our flyer plan is like doing okay though. Hey Narbly, welcome. So I'm gonna Boris Garrison picking up planes. It looks like we're holding up to solve. And then next turn I'll Evolving Wilds get Swamp in case we draw. How many counters does this Baloth have? 3? It's still quite far away. Baloth is bad. I think that card's just bad. Finklestorm Borshin decks. When Storm isn't open, you still end up drafting Storm, generating 2 mana, fireballing your opponent. Poor man's win condition. Hey Rykor, the 6 months. I appreciate that, Rykor.
Just bad.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I'll guard duty that Crown Ceratok. This thing is so slow anyway. So let's just do that. Play this. Let's attack with both. This does mean that if I draw Blood Baron, I can't play at the same turn, but I don't care. I have a Sustainer in hand. Better a Sustainer in hand than Blood Baron in deck. Bam. OJ Breath looks good against this opponent. Okay, I can take Bobble out. Guard Duty looks good still. Bewilder, I'm not so sure. You've won a game going infinite with Palinchron and Mana Doubler into Claws or Ragnar's Return. Yeah, that is like the poor man's Storm, right? I guess he just like didn't get there on like Tendrils of Swagony or whatever. What's our record? Oh my gosh, Luis. Luis, you missed it. This draft has been amazing. We are 2-0 and up a game right now. You need to watch the last match. It was incredible. It was like... I can't even describe it. It was so unbelievably good. Basically, our opponent... I don't know. I can't describe it. It's just so good. Just watch it. Yeah, I don't even want to spoil it because it was just like insane. Also, the first match was like one of the best matches of Magic that I think I've ever played. It was just so close. This draft has just been great. Yeah, I thought we were gonna lose Molly for sure. Do we drop some frames? This is Comcast. So this is like the new thing Comcast is doing for me, is it'll drop frames for like a split second and then just go totally back to like, no, not me. I didn't do anything. Like, that wasn't me. But I'm like, I'm watching you. I can see that you're dropping frames. I'm gonna have to call and see what the hell's up, because they usually haven't been like too much of an issue for me, but it is very annoying that they're doing this thing now. Yeah, it is Eep. It's bad. It is bad. I'm gonna have to call him. I need some hood Wi-Fi. I do. You were having trouble the other day too, but then it was only one day, and then after that it was totally fine, right? But this is a new development with Comcast and I. There's a new development in our relationship. We're like out of the romance period and into the period where this is just dropping my frames. Video said say I have 4 or 5 skipped frames in the half hour, no bill deal. Yeah, that's a good amount of skipped frames. This hand is like dubious. If we draw white, we can do some stuff. We can't cast this. We need double blue to cast this, and kind of want to mulligan this hand. It really doesn't do that much. But blue does it for us. Frames just died again. God, Comcast, why? Is it fine now? I don't have other tasks open. Let me just check. It's so brutal because I have nothing open. Alright. Okay. I have almost everything closed once more. Whoa, my CPU was extremely used. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna end this task, and I'm gonna open my chat over on this side. I think that might help a little bit. Okay. We'll see if that helps at all. It might not. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. I think this hand's pretty bad. This hand's fine. Do we want to draw Dragon Ball Monk? Comcast is my only option too. It's a problem because if Comcast continues to be like this, I am on the like, let's move out of my condo plan. It's not even a choice. So how we're gonna sequence this? We're gonna go Island into Spellfist. This is so weird. Okay, Island into... I could go Boris Garrison so that we Dragon Ball Monk on turn 3, and then that makes that elusive Spellfist like pretty bad. I do not have options for Comcast. I am on Comcast or bust. I live in a building that has an agreement with Comcast, so I literally can only... It's like baked into my assessments and everything. There's just no choice for it whatsoever. It sucks. If Comcast continues to be shit, I am on the move for my condo plan. So I think I'm gonna top this. Because I get to draw it before I shuffle. Yeah, okay. And I am annoyed because it's been, like, significantly worse. Yeah, condo board, right? It's been significantly... It only has started doing this recently, but it's definitely 100% Comcast and not my computer. I have no idea, lady. I knew that moving into this building too, but then again, when I moved into this building, I was not streaming for a living, which is I kind of got, huh? Hi, Runshawn. How are you? Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Sarah talk, you say? Sunnyvale. Alright, I'm just gonna pass with Azorius Charm. Because we might be able to get him. Like, we can block Dragon Ball Monk to Netcaster Spider, and Crown Ceratalk, we can just bounce back to the top of their deck. When they last traveled to Chicago, whoa, it was fast. Yeah, I mean, internet can be fine here. Okay, they did nothing. I'm just gonna draw a card. I still think it's right to draw a card here. OJ Breath is not bad. I think I want to play the Baron. They might have a counterspell, but I ain't scared. Ain't scared. Huh. They can hit me. I don't care. I might have something or another here. If they do, I have this Condescend, so I'm kind of just gonna send with Blood Baron. What am I gonna do now? I think Condescend is like pretty useful for us. We could just play Mnemonic Wall, blocks this. We take 4 from the Ceratalk, but we get a Saurius Charm back. Alternatively, we can play... We only have one blue source, which kind of sucks. Sustainer of the Realms blocks this pretty well. Maybe it's just Sustainer. Monk, try to spike a 6-drop. Yeah, that's actually fine. I like that, DC. Let's do that. Sustainer can block the Crown Ceratalk, but it does feel like our opponent has a lot of 6-drops in hand because they've been doing nothing for 2 turns. They've been missing land drops for 2 turns, and they haven't played anything on their turn, and no counter spells. And it's not a removal spell, because it would have had, like, Hunt the Weak, fight your... Hey, Diamante Loco. They would have just Hunt the Weak, fight your Blood Baron. So I think they have 6-drop in hand. Yeah, Molly, but they didn't have red before. So I think that plan was fine up until, like, they did that, you know? I also think if they hit their 6 land drop, they're more likely to play a 6-drop. Because I think they have multiples. So, we'll see. Question chat. I just take it. Is today the last day that Iconic Masters is up? F yeah! Wow, DC called it. Alright, so I'm not gonna play other games today. I just want to jam one more draft of this. Guard duty's not bad. Do we even want it though? We might not even want it. What are we doing next turn? Next turn I want to go... I could bottom guard duty and go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then elusive spell fist. Yeah, that's not bad. So let's bottom guard duty and let's top island. So here I think we attack with everyone, then we'll OJ breath this, and then play an elusive spell fist. And if they block anything, that Netcaster Spider is extremely dead. Okay, they didn't. I'm still gonna just tap this. And play this. Yeah, I took it out, and I think I might... It might be okay against them, but it's been kind of bad. Like, we just drew both our Dragon Ball monks, so... I don't think this is the game where we wanted to see guard duty. It seems like it might be fine against them just in general. Oh yeah, that's right. Unstable comes out this weekend. I'm gonna see if I buy a box and I convince Luis to draft with me the following weekend because he's coming to visit. Is this a hot 3-0? Maybe. We are currently... Are we... Aww. They sent such a nice message. They say, GG Gabby, you're truly a gem of the Magic community. Aww. Thank you, opponent. They'll never get to see me respond because Magic Online just does a typical thing. But, hold on. Where is our confetti? Ba 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 ba. We did it, you guys. Our deck was sweet. I did like it. It wasn't 4-color pile. It was just good cards. If you're watching the stream on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You can catch more of these on youtube.com/GabySpartz. And if you want to watch the stream live and come say hi to us in real time, you can go to twitch.tv/GabySpartz. I stream every weekday in the afternoons, Central Times. Yep. Thanks again for watching, YouTube, and I'll see you later.